Welcome back. Time to cut some dirt. I look a little rough. It's because I am hungover from parenting. Had a 5-year-old birthday party yesterday. He had a Nerf war and some gel blaster wars. So that was pretty awesome. But we're back out here at the food plot. Last video, I sprayed and burned all this down. Today, we're cutting some dirt. So all I've got is the disc on the tractor. A little bit of extra weight back here for some cutting. This ground is really highly compacted, as I've talked about in the past. So I need all the weight I can get without stressing out this tractor. So it's hot, it's about 85 today. Got thunderstorms all this week. So I want to go ahead and cut this dirt one time to get some moisture down in there if we get one of these pop-up storms. Probably won't plant for another day or two, but I want to go ahead and get this dirt cut. So let's get it. A little heavy in the front, so I'm gonna drop it back just a little bit. There we go, that should be good. All right, we got it all cut under. That dirt cut really nice. We just got some rain, so there's just enough moisture in here where it cut really nice. So we've got a nice uniform cut with the disc, and some areas are a little bit deeper cut where the ridges are, and some areas a little bit shallower, you know, where there's a valley. But overall, the whole area is cut really nicely. So we'll put some seed down and then come back through here and lightly disc it back over. If I can get hold of my CULTIPACKER that I'm borrowing this week, then we'll go ahead and CULTIPACK it as well. I think that'll make a big difference. But if I can't get hold of that, then we're just gonna disc it lightly under and then track it in with the tractor. But either way, we've got the ground cut. There's plenty of moisture in the ground. It's the 2nd of May, so this is perfect timing. We'll get the seed in the ground. We should have a nice stand of cowpeas in here. Got it all disced up. It's looking really good. The sun's popped out the last couple of days and it really dried the ground up. So we're looking really good here. So today we're going to be spraying. I did check the label rate for the metolachlor, and it is labeled for cowpeas. 2 pints per acre. Half an acre is close enough. So we're putting in 1 pint into my 15-gallon tank solution. I went ahead and also mixed in some glyphosate to knock down any of this regrowth, because I was out here earlier looking, and there were some crabgrass and weeds that were already coming back on. And that applies to a lot of these little strips down through here. I could see some crabgrass already coming back in here. So I decided to go ahead and put a little bit more glyphosate in there with a surfactant as well. So we got metolachlor at 1 pint per, well, 1 pint, 2 pints per acre, but we got 1 pint of metolachlor, ½ ounce of the gallon of glyphosate, and a little bit of that NitroSurf non-ionic surfactant. So we're gonna get this sprayed out, and we'll probably come here tomorrow and put some peas in the ground. So I've got the boom sprayer on here. If you watched my first video, you see I rigged this guy up last time. It worked pretty good for the first time. And I've got the seed hopper mounted on the front. This is turning into quite the little food plot rig here for the house. Got it done, got a pint of metolachlor out, and we're gonna let the rain incorporate it. So we'll get some peas put in tomorrow. We're gonna load up the hopper with the cowpeas, then we're gonna inoculate them. So what this is, it's a legume-specific inoculant, and we're planting cowpeas, so it's specific to peas. And what this is it's a beneficial bacteria that attaches to the cowpea that allows the cowpea then to pull nitrogen much more readily into it. So you can reduce your fertilizer amount by putting a beneficial bacteria directly onto the seed. So let's get the hopper loaded up and we'll get the inoculant put in there. We're gonna let it dry tonight, then we'll spread these tomorrow. So this inoculant, this package right here is for up to 100 pounds of seed. And we're going to be putting out 100 pounds of seed. I've got 2 bags. It's a little bit high of a rate for a half-acre plot, but because the deer eat so many of them, I'm going to go ahead and seed it really heavy. I'm not too worried about overplanting that. So what I'm going to do is use half of this pack of this first batch, and then we'll use the other half of it for the second bag. So this inoculant is a dry powder. Very dry. It's almost like topsoil, ash. I'm not sure how to describe it. You can see it. But if you just throw it in there and then pick up the peas, you really can't see it on there. So to get this inoculant to stick to these peas, we use a sugar water solution. So we made hot water. We put some sugar in here to make it a little bit sticky. So what we end up doing is just misting these peas just enough to make them tacky. Stir it around a little bit. Spray again. And we're just getting them just wet enough where they'll take and hold that inoculant without the pea being soaking wet. All right, so we got all the peas sprayed. Everything's looking good. You can tell it's a little bit wet. So what we're going to do is take half of this bag, kind of partition it out. It doesn't have to be exact. And just kind of dust it in here. So we can put a little bit in there. Make sure you wear your nitrile gloves because this will stain your hands. So we're going to work it out in here. And what we're trying to do is create what we call speckled eggs. If you know what a speckled egg is, when you pick it up, it's got some really tiny black dots on it. And that means that bacteria is sticking to the cowpea. We're going to stir it around a little bit more. As it comes up from the bottom, you can tell it's not as dark in color. So we're going to sit here and put the rest of this other half in here. And that's right at half, I'd say. So we're going to work this around and work it good and down in here deep. Yeah, you can tell that's all real bright right there. So you want to make sure the inoculant's getting on all the peas. All right, let's spread some cowpeas. We've got rain coming in this afternoon, so this is perfect timing. Get these 100 cowpeas put out, CULTIPACK it in, we should be good to go. First 50 pounds put out, that only took about 5 minutes. Back up here, getting the rest of these inoculated, and I've got a little helper. This is Tucker, my little one. So he wants to ride the fooler. So we just sprayed everything, about to put the inoculant in, go get this other 50 pounds put out. Say hello. So I only ended up putting about another 25 pounds in here. I'm gonna save the rest of that, probably plant them at Dad's house, do a couple strips of them. Figured 100 pounds was just going to be a little bit too much. So it ended up being 75 total pounds of the cowpeas. But we're inoculated, got our speckled eggs again. We're going to let it dry for just a minute. But we're ready to go spread the rest of it. So this is a first for me. I have never used a CULTIPACKER. My buddy Josh has let me borrow this for the food plot here and for the sunflowers, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Josh. But it's a 6-foot CULTIPACKER. Never ran one before, so I'm pretty excited to see how well it helps these cowpeas germinate. about 3/4 of the way done, and I'm really liking this. It's doing exactly what we needed it to do. So that's the tractor track pressing the seed in. But when you come over to the run with the cultipackers hitting, you look down these little furrows and you're finding seed. There it is. So that's exciting. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And what I really like about it is it's actually knocking all the clods out. The disc creates really bad clotting, and that cultipacker is breaking up the clods and making it much more uniform. So that's going to wrap it up. Cowpeas are in the ground, and we've got rain coming in tonight, which is perfect timing. Got a good seed bed prepared here. So as this matures and grows, if it does, it should, we'll certainly take some update videos. I'm going to hang a trail camera out here, put it on time lapse, and just have a bunch of camera pictures throughout the spring and into summer. Hopefully we get a nice green patch of cowpeas in here, and I hope the grass doesn't come in too strong, but I think it probably will. It's just, we got a lot of grass out here. But as we start getting deer pictures towards summer and fall, we'll certainly do an update and show you who's been coming in here and how they're grazing on it, and hopefully we'll have some nice progression pictures of the cowpeas coming up and getting grazed back down. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.